I'm Kari, and I love to share hints and tips on raising healthy, happy, creative kids. Today, this is one of my favorite things about summer, is running a summer camp. And I just think it's one of the best things we ever did for our kids. We did camps as a family at first and had all the kids pitch in and help. But later, as our kids grew up, they began running their own summer camps. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn and grow and organize a camp, and it's also a great way to make money. This is a fun one for teens and for families to build and work together. Today, let's talk about how to run a summer camp and make money. Oh, this is one of our favorite things. We have done camps for over almost 20 years now, and we love it. So I'm a mom, I'm a homeschool mom, an art teacher, a chef, an author. I've done all kinds of things. Well, our kids are grown, and some of the things we did worked, and this is one of them. So let's talk about camp. We have taught camp in the summer for almost 20 years. We've done all kinds of camps. We've done art camps, photography camps, cooking camps, funny photography, Lego animation camps, princess camps. You name it, we've done it and had a blast all along the way. So let's show you how to run your own summer camp. Number 1, so how to get started. On your piece of paper, list 2 talents or hobbies that you love. So what do you enjoy? What are your passions? For example, it could be sports, it could be crafts, sewing, art, photography, etc. And if you're doing this with your teen, this is a joint effort. So you're going to have them write down whatever their passions are. Then, number 2, pick one of those passions that you love or a hobby, and you're going to brainstorm 7 to 10 activities. So in our example, if we chose art, we're going to pick 7 to 10 activities. Paint wood, model with clay, do chalk pastels, maybe some paper mache. Number 3, who is your audience? You can have, this is how we did it. For younger kids, ages 5 to 7, we would do a class, once a week class. For older kids, ages 8 to 13, they were the ones we would do a camp for. You might say, why not just do all the ages together? We tried that, it doesn't work. Those younger kids, they're still learning how to glue and cut with scissors, where the older kids, they just want to be creative. Number 4, where are you going to hold your class? Are you going to do it at your house? You need to ask your mom, teens, and you're going to keep this in your class to 1 or 2 rooms. You're not going to do it all over the house. Are you going to do it outside? Where will you do it? You have to keep it safe. You don't want to do this at the park. So also, do you have a rainy day plan? That's important. Number 5, who are you going to invite and how much money should you charge? Well, it's great and important to start with your friends and family first. Ask your mom, teenagers, to help decide the price. So ask around and keep in mind how much your prep time are you going to spend prepping your class, how much time in class, including your setup and cleanup and any supplies. These will determine how much money you charge. How much do babysitters earn an hour in your neighborhood? You should be making more than that, but you also don't want to just charge $100 or $200 because no one can afford it. So keep it affordable, but also make sure you're paying for your time. Number 6, when are you going to hold your class? The date and the time. Is it going to be a weekly class or a week-long camp? So with our younger kids, ages 5 to 7, we would do a weekly class, and it was just 1 hour a week. You can make it 2 hours depending on your schedule and what you want to do. But our younger kids' examples would be music lessons. We did math whiz kids, and we made super fun things that had to do with math, and that was for 5 to 6-year-olds. That was one of our most popular classes. You can also do jungle animals, crafty kids. So these were for younger, once a week kids. Then we also had week-long camps, and these were great for older kids, ages 8 to 13. We did art camp, sports camp, sewing, Lego animation, photography. These are longer, but for older kids. Number 7, keep it all together. We tried with all of our classes and all of our camps to make something to hold everything they were going to make. So add one thing. If you're teaching a class, a once-a-week class, make sure that you make something. With our Math Whiz Kids, we got a Tupperware, and we had all the games and things fit inside that Tupperware. For our sewing camp, the girls made backpacks. For art camp, we had photo rings. We had rings of art cards, and photography, we also put those things on a ring. Art camp, we always make a portfolio. They get excited about filling up their backpack, their portfolio, and as a mother, you keep all that stuff in one place. So let's plan a camp together. Choose one thing that you're interested in. And this was from your first list where you thought about your passions and your things you were excited about. So we're going to do art. Let's plan an art camp. So the first thing you're going to do is brainstorm 7 to 10 activities that you could do. For example, you can paint wooden stuff, modeling clay, chalk pastels, paper mache, watercolor, make jewelry, make tissue paper flowers. These are all things that you could do during your camp. Are you going to do all of these? No, but right now we're just brainstorming things that you could do. Another great place to help you brainstorm is on Pinterest. Get on Pinterest and look at crafts that you can do for your art or any of your camps. You're going to look and brainstorm all those different ideas. Okay, so now we've kind of chosen our camp. Now we have to answer the big question. Who is your audience? We're going to do ages 8 to 13. Where are you going to hold this class? We're going to do it in the kitchen, and we're going to paint in the backyard. Who are we going to invite, and how much money? Well, we're going to invite the neighbors, and for the cost, we're going to ask Mom. She's going to help us figure out the best price. And when it's going to be our week camp, and it's going to be from 10 to 11:30 every day, Monday through Friday. Okay, here's my warning. Sometimes kids are tempted to say, I'll just wing it. I know what I'm doing. Don't skip the next step. The details really matter and make your class more fun for everyone. That way, no frustrated kids and no frustrated teacher. So do not skip the planning part. Okay, so here is our summer camp planning sheet. At the very top, you're going to write down what the camp that you're doing or the class and the ages. So on the left-hand side, you see the times. I made this calendar for a 1-hour class for camp. If this is your first year doing camp, just keep it to an hour, hour and a half tops. That's what we do our camps for, and that's plenty of time to squish all those super fun activities in. In the next column, you'll see the theme. We're going to have a different theme every day. The icebreaker is underneath that, activity 1, activity 2, and cleanup. So as we go through this and fill out this chart, this is super important. This helps you clarify what you're going to do for the whole week. Okay, so remember those activities that we brainstormed before? Those are in the green box on this chart. And that's just so we can look at those and then fill in the theme of each day. For example, on Monday, we're going to do self-portrait. Tuesday, we're going to paint stuff because it needs a couple days to dry sometimes. Wednesday is going to be our clay day. Thursday, watercolor. And Friday is the art show. So we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Now, we didn't use everything. We didn't use all the activities that we brainstormed, but we have now a theme for each day. This is important. The next row that we're going to fill in is the icebreaker row. Every day you need to have an icebreaker because guess what? All those kids that come to camp, they don't show up at the same time and you can't get started. So you're going to have an icebreaker, which is just something where I always play games, and it's a game where anyone can join at any time. Here's a couple of our favorite icebreakers. We play these almost every year. So Picture-Rika is a great one. Suspend is another one. You can do drawing. You can play Tenzi, do a word search. Just have the kids have something for them to do so they're not wandering around until everyone gets there. It needs to be 5 to 8 minutes where you can have kids come in, and it doesn't have to have necessarily any winners. This planning sheet really helps put out any fires before they even start. And I pull it out every year, the same chart, and that's how I plan. Even my summer camp this summer, I've already filled it out. So on the second row where the icebreaker is, now you're going to put in one game or one icebreaker activity for each day. And you're going to write the name. Where it says game, you're going to write what game are you going to play and what supplies do you need. So pretty much for the games, everything is fine. But if you look on Thursday where it says word search, the supplies you're going to need pencils and a copy of the word search for each child. Have those ready so you're not scrambling. Okay, now we're getting into the meat of our camp. Let's plan all of Monday. So we're going to look at column number 3 that says Monday. So that's our self-portrait day. So we have our game. We're going to play Suspend that morning and have that all set up on a table. Now, activity number 1, we're going to make Modigliani portraits. This is one of our favorite activities. What are the supplies we're going to need? We need black paper, chalk pastels, and oil pastels. I want to make sure I have everything written down so I know exactly what I need. So that's activity number 1. And there's a sample of that girl with the very long neck. That's a Modigliani. He was a famous artist that painted long-necked people. Anyway, that's how we're going to do it. That's my sample. And activity number 2 is going to be my Ed Emberley drawing. So I've got paper, pencils, crayons ready for those kids. If they finish early for the Modigliani, there's something for them to do. And if you are thinking about doing art camp, it's totally fun. I would definitely look up Ed Emberley. That's how our kids learn to draw, and I love him. He's great for everyone. Okay, let's look at Tuesday. Monday's called Plan. Tuesday. This is going to be our paint day, and I always do paint days early in the week, just in case if you have bad weather or can't get these. Some things have to dry. So I always do a paint day early in your week. So look at your supplies. We're going to paint some wooden stuff. You can go to Walmart or Michael's and buy small, cute little bird houses or flat things. So what are things that you need? What are your supplies? We need paint. We need a cloth for the table. We need some wooden things. We need paintbrushes and water containers and paper plates to put the paint on. So have everything ready. You've written it down. You've thought through the supplies. And because you've thought through all of those supplies, you are not going to forget anything. All right, activity number 2 is we're going to paint rocks and make these cute little funny faces. You've got the paint out. Let's just make that. So the kids that finish early, and you will always have kids that finish early, you're ready with another project. The ones that take longer on activity number 1 may not get to activity number 2, and that's okay. Now you're going to finish planning out your entire week, Monday through Friday. So let me show you a couple of camps that we've done. This might give you some ideas. So cooking camp. Oh, I love to cook with kids. And you can look at some of our YouTube videos on cooking with kids. Tons of fun. But cooking camp, always a highlight. So Monday, for cooking camp, we made breakfast food. Tuesday, we made lunch food. Wednesday, dinner. Thursday, we made some snacks. And Friday, we had a restaurant. We'll talk about Friday in a few minutes. All right, Passport Club. This was our international. We made food and we learned about different countries. So Monday, for camp, we did a Mexican fiesta. We learned all about Mexico. We danced with dresses, and then we made some Mexican food. Tuesday was Italian pasta. Wednesday, Chinese New Year. Thursday, we did English tea party. Totally fun and so cute. Okay, game camp. The last 3 years, this is kind of a new camp for us, but we love it. Monday, we do card games. Oh, we love card games. Tuesday, we have dice games. So we created new games with dice. We've played games with dice. Wednesday, board games, and that's when we start making your own game. And the kids each get a game board that's blank, and they're going to fill it in. Thursday is we do minute to win it or team building games, and Friday is our tournament. If we want to talk about Princess Camp, totally fun. Monday, we chose a different princess for every day of the week, and then we did activities based on that princess. So Monday was Cinderella, Tuesday was Moana, Wednesday was Sleeping Beauty, Thursday was Belle, and then Friday we had the princess tea party and ball, and each of the girls came in costume every day, and we had different activities. Cinderella, we had to find her missing slipper, and Moana, we learned a dance, and just so much fun. So Lego architecture camp or Lego animation camp, super fun. We bought a Lego set and had all the kids build the set on Monday. Tuesday, we built houses. Wednesday, we did transportation. We talked about different kind of cars. The kids just loved playing with Legos. Thursday, we did flying things. That meant dragon or airplanes. And Friday, we did a show and share. One year we did Lego animation camp, and our son, who loved to animate films, he taught the boys how, and they wrote a story and made a very short film that was Lego animated. The boys that came to that camp will never forget that cute movie. Anyway, the last one is Thinking Outside of the Box camp. Monday, we did small box things. Tuesday, big boxes. I went and found refrigerator boxes. We did crazy stuff. Wednesday, we baked in a box. I got pizza boxes, and we made them into solar ovens. Thursday, we did games with boxes, and Friday, we had a box party. This really is where your creativity can shine. And this is such a fun activity for your you as a family putting on a camp, or even your teens can do this, but help them plan out every single day. And that's what makes it fun. Friday is the art show. So for our art camp, Friday is always the day where we invite the parents and we display everything we have created. It is phenomenal, and the parents absolutely love it. So on this day for art camp every year, we always did a big show, and really the parents can celebrate their kids. As the parents come to the Friday art show, they also can see what a great bargain this camp was. And this is great advertisement for other and future camps. Friday is presentation day. So for our camp, for cooking camp, we always have a restaurant and we create a menu. We have the parents, each of the kids come and they seat their parents at our restaurant that we've decorated. They give them the menu and then the parents can order. The orders go into the kitchen where the kids are busy creating food for the restaurant. So fun. The kids absolutely love it, and so do the parents. For the Passport Club, we had an international talent show, and we had all the kids perform one thing from each of the countries that we went to, and we also had lots of delicious food. For Lego Animation Camp, we had all the parents come and we showed the movie. It was only about 10 seconds long, or 20, but it was fabulous. Photography camp was a great time. We had an art show. We gave each of the kids a black poster board. We had printed out their top 15 pictures, and they glued those papers, they glued their photographs on the black poster boards, and then we hung the poster boards and had the parents come and see the art show. For thinking outside the box, that day we actually took a cardboard box we'd been working on all week and we sailed it. We had a pool and we sailed that boat in the water. It lasted about 15 minutes, but everyone got a ride in our cardboard boat that we had covered with duct tape, and it was so fun. And we ate food that we had cooked in our solar oven. Sewing camp, we had a beautiful display. All the girls came and showed all the projects they had worked on. Now, we only do Friday days to show the parents for our camps. Our weekly classes, we would just send home our projects and give them, we wouldn't have a show for any of the classes. So why run a summer camp? Well, number one, you're going to build your talents. You can show what you know. You also bless the lives by sharing your talents with all those that come to summer camp. This is a great time to build confidence, not only your own confidence in creating a camp, but also it helps build the confidence of all those that attend. You are able to bless their lives by helping them achieve and draw and cook and present. It's a wonderful win-win for you and your kids that you teach. Also, it can ignite your passion. This might be the beginning of a great rest of your life where you love and teach the things that you love. This is also a great way to make money. You learn how to run a small business. That's really what you're doing by running a camp, is you are making a small business and making it work. You gain experience in planning, organization, and time management. You also learn to be smart with your money. You don't want to spend all your profits on all the supplies you need for your camp. This also looks great on your resume. So this is a fun and a great way to start and to plan a summer camp. So where are they now? Our kids that helped run summer camps. Sarah Kay taught photography camp. She went on and graduated in graphic design and still loves photography and serves as a creative director. Eshel ran art camp, and she's an art teacher. She graduated and got her degree in art education and taught art here in the United States and also has gone on to teach internationally. Jefferson taught art camp, Lego animation camp, cooking camp, and funny photography camp. And he is earning his degree and is creative in everything that he does and owns his own wood carving company. Mimi is graduated in marketing and loves to plan just about anything, any kind of group of people. So summer camp was a wonderful stepping stone for each of our children, and it can be for your kids too. So as you begin planning your camp, I want to give 3 hints for success. Number 1, start small. Start with a small camp or a small class just so you can get used to it. Number 2, partner with a friend. This is so much fun, and it's more fun to do with a friend. 3rd, plan your work and work your plan. It really helps to be organized, and it will make less stress for you and also for the kids that come to your camp. I hope you will have a wonderful time planning a camp and using your passions and your hobbies to make a wonderful summer camp, not only for you, but for all of those kids that come. Have a good time. We'll see you the next time.